Hey guys, welcome to my studio today. I'm so glad you guys are joining me again for this series on working on the Whimsy journal. Okay, so last time we did the back panel, and this one we're going to do the middle panel. I hopefully got everything in here, but I may have missed a few things as I was putting this together. This one is a little more complex. There's a lot of moving parts, so um, I'll be working on that as I try to remember. Let's pull everything out here. Let's see. Set this off to the side. All right, so here is the template that I'm working with. And here's some pieces that are going to go with that. Let me just move them out of the way real quick. There, I'll separate that. Okay, so this is how this is going to work. It's going to have two of these pockets. This pocket will flip up, and then, yeah, I'll just do it that way. You can kind of see how this is going to work. So that'll flip up like that, and you'll have this pocket right here. And then you will flip it over. Sorry about this. That's why I had the paper clip to hold it all together. Okay, so then you'll flip it over and you will have a pocket on this side. And then you'll have two of these. And I'll take that off for a second. So this is what we're going to be working on today, but let me show you the rest of it real quick. Okay, so then you're going to have this page, and this is going to have two slots. That's what these are going to do, is to create these slots for me, hopefully. And so you can see how they'll be slotted. The paper is going to be slotted. And then whenever you flip it over, you're going to have three pockets right here. You'll have, this is kind of hard to see because it's blue and blue. Pocket here, and a pocket here. Okay, so we're going to be working on these back panel first. We're not going to probably work on this part today. I'll come back to get that later. So we're going to be working on this piece and putting these two pockets together. Hopefully, that's what my plan is. So let's see if we can get started. Over here is going to be some of the pieces for this, and I have already gathered them together. So I'll show you them when we get to it. Let's go ahead and start cutting out some pieces. I'll put these back together so I can find them again. All right. Let's see my pages that I've printed out. I have this one and this one. And then I have this piece with the beautiful bird, and you flip it over, and this lady right here. She's going to be the one with the slotted pockets, and the bird is going to be in the back with the pockets at the bottom. So let's start there and cut those out before we get started on the pockets. Okay, I have my measurements. Let me grab my cutting board here. And sorry about that. All right, let's see. This one is supposed to be, okay, so we need 6 1/8 and 8 1/4. So the first thing I like to do is take off the white part so that I can have a more accurate measurement of everything. I know a lot of printers don't print that, but mine does. So unfortunately, I'd rather have the whole image on the whole paper over it. Okay, now just the two edges here. I think I'm going to have to replace that blade soon. It's getting a little bit dull. Okay, so this one's cut out, and then we need it to be, let's see, needs to be 6 1/8 is what I have. So I'm going to put that out so that I can see it fully. 6 1/8 would be right here. So I'm thinking maybe just a little off each end so that I get more of her towards the center. Yeah, if I put her on the center, Okay, so I think she's about in the center right there. Let's cut this part and then flip it over and cut out the 1/6 and an 1/8. That still keeps her pretty much in the center. All right, we got these lovely strips now. Set them off to the side. Okay, so now that put her basically in the center of the image, and it says 6 1/4 for the height. So let's go 6 1/4 from her hat down. I don't think I want to trim any off her head. Okay, I am going to be losing her boots, but I think that'll be okay. There we go. There. Now that panel is ready to go. Let's move on to the next one. Hopefully it's just as easy with the bird. Let's see. I know I'm going to be wanting more of this side of the bird, I think. Again, we're going to cut off the white, making sure that that's not in our way for measuring. Of course, as you saw, I barely measured. I rarely measure. I just usually cut it to match. Okay. And isn't these pages awesome? I am towards the end of this whimsy journal. I will find where I purchased all these pages from and link them. I don't have that information right now, but I will go back and find that. Okay, so 6 1/4 would cut it right here. So that gives me a good, but I don't like this. So I think I'm going to trim that off just a hair. I'm not real crazy about this white mixed media part right there. Yeah, I think I'll cut that off. Yeah, I like that edge. Okay, now we'll do 6 1/4. Gives me a little more of the flowers anyhow. And the lovely bird. Okay, so again, I'm not real crazy about the mixed media at the top of this page or the bottom. Let's see. I need 8 1/4, so that's a lot at the top. Let's cut off a little bit at the bottom, so because I don't want some of this. Of course, it'll be hidden on the bottom with those other pockets, so I need to think about that. Pockets will kind of hide that, so don't want it to hide the bird when I add the pockets. So I think we'll go right there. I mean, that's lovely in itself, but I just didn't like it for this project. Okay, 8 1/4. That's one thing about buying digitals or scrapbook paper or whatever, is you don't have to use the whole pattern on the page. Just take the parts that you like. There, that's much cleaner looking to me. Okay, so this will have the pockets at the bottom, and this is off cut. Why is this off cut? Wait, 1 second. Let's see. Did I not cut this at the right? Oh, I added too much. I think I cut it at 6 1/4 instead of 6 1/8. So let me go back and take off just a hair more right there, making sure that those are even. Huh. Well, it's still off just slightly. I don't know why. Sometimes I swear this cutter is not very accurate when it comes to cutting. But I think I'll be able to hide that, just that little tiny white edge with the lace. So this will be good for right now. All right, now I need to run her through my die cut. I'm going to put my slots, I'm going to make sure that they're all lined up and put them in like this. So this will cut out this little notch for me, and then I'll have to come in with the straight edge and put the edge in. So I will do that in just a minute. Let's go ahead and do the rest of the cutting. Let's see. That one don't have the cutting. All right. So the rest of the cutting is, I have all of these measurements because I was trying really hard to have everything prepared. Okay, so the inside insert is going to be 4 inches wide. These are the inside. These are going to be the inside to the pockets. So we'll go ahead and start with the inside measurements. They're going to be 4, and they're going to be 4 3/8. Okay, yeah, 4 3/8 height. So we'll go ahead and count that 4 3/8. And then I'll turn it, and we will do 4. Okay. It gives me, and I'll do one more just like that. 4 3/8. And then turn it and do 4. Okay. So that should be, yeah. Okay, so those matched up. Got all these little, this paper is like a pulpish paper. Okay, play with that later. So I need to decide on which one of these is going to be facing outward and which one's going to be inward. I'm just going to pick one. I think I'm going to put this in on the inside. And so I'm going to start with this one on the outside. So it is going to be 4 inches. I need to take off this white so that I can measure correctly here. Yep, definitely getting dull. Okay, I should be able to do it from there without having to take off that side. Okay, so both pockets are going to come from this piece, hopefully. I'm going to do this one at 4, because it'll be 4 inches wide. So there we go. And then trim this one at 4 inches wide. Just a little off. Okay. All right. And then these are going to be, I have a little lip right here for the hinge. So it's going to be cut at 4 3/8, or 4 3/4. Sorry, 4 3/4, so that I give myself that hinge. Now is the time to decide on how much of the image I want. I like this, but maybe I should keep the flower. Let me just trim off this white edge here. Yeah, I like this edge. I like this better. So 4 3/4. Be right there on the pocket. Yeah, I think that's a pretty pocket. These are going to be, this is going to be the cover, so I don't know. That doesn't look too bad, does it? Maybe that's why I was going to use this one. Oh, that's why I was going to use this one. So I'm going to change it up just a minute. This is going to now be the inside, because they were going to be 4 anyhow, so it doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and go back to this end, because I really like the flap on this collar. So take off all the weight, and then my cutter is not cutting very accurately. All right, now I will cut them at 4. So let's see. Actually, I'm going to start on this side. 4 and 4. Oh, that's barely anything there on that. Okay, 4 and 4. Now I need to decide on what part to keep. Should it be 4 and 3? It's 4 and 3/4 is what I'm trying to say. So that keeps that portion. Nope, definitely keeping the top portion of this. So that's pretty easy to decide. 4 and 3/4. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. Okay, put that off to the side. And then this one, yeah, I'm gonna keep this side. 4 and 3/4, so it cuts right off. Yeah, that's all right. And I could just, I'm gonna cut a little bit off the bottom here so that I get more of that flower. Just taking the part I want. Still cutting off a little bit of the flower, but I think it'll, let's just go down. Let's just cut it where I want it here. Be smart. Be smart here. Think through this problem. And then turn it and cut off the excess off the bottom. That makes more sense. Yes, that made more sense. Okay, so now I got my pockets, my outside pockets. So they're going to sit, oh, just like that actually, on the paper. And now we'll move on to the back pieces that I already got them half cut out. So they are going to be 4 and 3/8. So 4 and 3/8 gives me right to there. Okay, again, I want to try to get as much as I can, so we'll turn it, do 4 and 3. Okay, got that one. That's a lovely piece there. All right, and I definitely still want this one. I'm sorry, keep flipping that around. All right, so 4 and 3/8 gives it right there. And that I'm going to go up just a hair more. And then turn it around. Okay. Now, that should be all of the panels. Okay, these are lovely. These are lovely. Don't think it matters at this point. Let's just make sure that everything is lining up. Oops, be upside down. Be this way. See, here's going to be the hinge. So I guess I should put the hinge in so that, yeah, that's nice. And then the divots. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the hinge on. See, this one and this one need hinges. So let me, sorry about that, needed to grab this. Okay, so if it sits on this side, the hinge will be here. And I said 3/8, so the 3/8 hinge, like that. And then do the same thing for this. Oops, almost got that paper. I almost hinged it out. Wrong one. Excuse me. Okay, 3/8 right there. All right. Oh, isn't that pretty? Okay, now I am going to take these ones, and wait a minute, let me move my board out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to set these pink ones off to the side for a second. I need to assemble these somewhat, assemble these so I can put the divots in the right spot. So when I open it, okay, just like that. Okay, sorry, lining that up. Oops. Let me take this off. Okay. All right, there we go. Pretty much accurate. And I'm just going to put the divot in like that. Do the same thing. That one upside down. Yeah, sorry, that one was upside down. Okay, there we go. Do the same thing. There we go. All right, so these go together now, and these go together, and then this is going to be inside here. There we go, just like that. So this side becomes a pocket, and this side becomes a pocket, and this side is going to have this hinge. Of course, it needs cut down, but it'll have this hinge on the inside like that. So it'll close just like that and be able to tuck something in there. I like that. That's pretty. Okay, so yes, this and this done. Yep, let me put this in there. I wanted to talk about this for a second. These, set those off to the side. These were, what I did was I just took some pretty pink foil-like paper, and I just embossed it using my Sizzix machine. And then this is a 3x3 square, and all I did was, as you can see if I put them back together, is cut them straight down, even, and then I've just put a 3/8 hinge on the edge right here. Of course, I'm going to be cutting this off, but I'll wait until I put it on the pocket and then cut it off so that I know exactly how much I'm cutting off. But yeah, so this is just a 3x3 piece of paper that I embossed, and that's how I got the pretty design in here. Okay, so I wanted to show you that. So this is going to sit like this. This is going to be hinged inside of here so that whenever you flip it open, it flips open just like that. And then you'll have pocket and pocket. Whenever I come back, and I will show you guys what all of this looks like whenever it's done. And then we still have to do the back side. We still have to do the pockets here and here. So, but for now, everything is ready for me to sew. Okay, let's get started with the assembly of this. I've already moved my coffee. I've already sewn, and while I'm pulling this out, I'm going to put up some pictures real quick so you can see what it was as I was putting these together. Just a couple pictures to show you what they looked like before I got all the sewing done. Okay, so I got a couple pieces here we may use, we may not use. This was my template. Went like this, and this goes on here, and this here, there's a pocket here. And then the one in the back, and this is going to do a flip, and then the 2 slots. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do this side, putting all of this together, and then I've decided to do something different back here, which we will put together as well. So I'm going to move this template off to the side and bring over my pieces. Okay, so here are my 2 envelopes. Well, they're not envelopes. They kind of look like an envelope now with this on it. But so here's a pocket. And whenever this flips open, this will be a pocket right here as well. Okay, and both of them are the same way. You can see the sewing here. And I actually sewed around here. You can't really see it very as much. This side you can see a little easier. Okay, so, and I also sewed on both of these panels. You can see, well, this isn't on here, but you can see the edge here. You can see all of this beautiful sewing. I didn't sew across the bottom because I was going to put something different there. So I probably will come back and across here and sew that together. And then this one, I added the slots with that die, and it just cut this little divot. And then I took my cutter and just cut a little notch. You can kind of see the little notch right there, right there. And so I think that came out really well, and I did sew all the way around this one. Now, whenever I put this on, I went ahead and added these two panels on the back where these slots were going to be, so that whenever you sew through the slots, you're not seeing just the stark white. And I thought that color really blended in with her dress. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about this part just yet. I'm going to go ahead and put these on real quick. So I'm just going to use my art glitter glue. Hopefully it's unclogged. And I'm just going to kind of line these up along the edge here. Let's make sure that gave myself plenty of room to get these on here. So I'm not too worried about it then. So I'm just going to put glue right here on this flap. Like that. And stick this on top. Just leave myself a little tiny gap to make sure that it bends, not blends. Got some extra glue there. Yeah, just like that. Okay, and now I'll do the same thing with this one. That might be too much glue. I need to get my pen. There we go. All right, and I'm just going to do the same thing and put this one down. And go up just a hair. There we go. Let's see, make sure I got my bend right. All right. So now both of those are going to be attached to this panel. And if you notice, whenever there's not going to be any interference here with that. Okay, oops, I bent that up when I flipped over. Now, what I was thinking about doing was adding these cute little buttons. They're like cute little heart buttons. So I was thinking about adding those and then putting something down here to attach it to. So that's what I'm thinking, but I haven't made up my mind, so I've left it open right now to decorate it later. Just not really sure, but I love how you can see this and this. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to the bird one. So we're just going to put this in down on this side here like this. But before I do that, I've decided I'm going to make this into like a kind of like a belly band. Kind of like a belly band. See, I love this. This is just a piece of waxed tissue paper that I've waxed. And I'm going to have this little notepad and I'm going to sit it like this so that this dangles down on this little belly band like that. In fact, I probably can just, let's see, I want this to sit about there. So yeah, put it right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this, go ahead and add this right there. Sorry, I was trying to hold it up so I could see. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and add the glue I'm going to glue that down. Yeah, glue this side. I got a little excess right here, so I may trim that off. That's why I didn't glue that little tiny flap. Okay. All right, I'm going to test it and before that dries, make sure I got it. Yeah, that's going to sit nicely. Could have went up a little bit higher. This side could have went up a little bit more. There we go. There. Okay, that should work now. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and assemble this together. So what I want to do with this is on this side, whenever you put something in, I don't want it to interfere with this. So I'm going to add some glue right along this strip right here. So whenever it glues to this piece, the bird, it'll be sealed. So I'm just going to put it right here above the stitching. I think that's a good place. Might as well go all the way over. There we go. All right, now I'm just going to take it down around all of the edge. Like that. Okay, that should work. All right, and then lay this over top. Just checking to make sure I was not upside down. I didn't want to be upside down. I'm just going to line that up and push down. It is sticking out a bit right there, but I think that'll be okay in the scheme of things. Okay, so that flips open, that flips open. Everything is pretty much aligned. Okay. So now we got this and this, and that'll sit there. So let me show you, see if we have enough time to decorate this little notepad real quick. I want to do a stamp on here and then just emboss it. So let me get out my embossing stuff. Okay, so I grabbed some of my embossing stuff. I have this embossing powder. It is so old you can't even read the label anymore, but it still works. It's clear, so that's going to be a clear one. And then I just grabbed some inks, distress inks, and some archival ink, some stamps, and yeah, I'm just going to put it right here on this. So the first thing I'm going to do is lay down all the stamps, and then I'll add the embossing. So I'm going to try to do this fairly quickly so that nothing has a chance to really dry out on me. So I'm just adding some ink to my stamp. And kind of line this up where I want it. Okay. All right, that looks good to me. And then I'm going to add this butterfly. Okay, I think I'll put it right about here. Got a little bit of the circle on that, but that's okay. This wasn't the one I had originally, so hang on a second. Let me find. It's strange. I really thought maybe it's the Victorian velvet. I'm just going to add it over top of that real quick. Yeah. Okay. I don't mind the 3D look. I think that's kind of it's like it's in motion, so I'm all right with that. And then I'm going to add the black archival ink. I'm going to put a little saying. Let's see, I was originally going to put the saying down here, but maybe it would be better up here. Like a heading. What do you guys think? Up there? Nah, I'm going to put it back down here. I don't know why. I just think that's where I want it. Hopefully I didn't smear that. Nope, got it. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the embossing before my ink gets a chance to dry here. So I'm just going to emboss all of it all at once. Yeah, see how old this is? It clumped up, but I'm okay with that. Okay. Now I'm just going to put this away before I drop it. I tell you, for the price of embossing powder, it is really a good economical thing to buy because it lasts so long. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and emboss it with my heat embosser. So warm it up. There it goes. Okay. Doesn't take long once it starts heating up. There we go. I think that's cute. What do you guys think? Do you like that? And so I'm going to put this over here on this side. It's going to lay like that. I probably will push that down. Maybe add some decor, some lace or something right here. So it's not done, but I just wanted to show you quickly what I was going to do with it. All right, and I wanted to grab the one from last time that we worked on and show you. This will be in the back, like that. And then this piece is going to lay over top of it. So this is our middle piece. So this is our back piece. And then our middle piece here. And then this will flip open, and then these will be slots right there. Slot and a slot. Okay, so that's our middle piece and our back piece all done. So like I said, I'm gonna decorate this more. But otherwise, it's all done. So I hope you guys enjoyed and have a blessed day.